Crosswatcher for Cancer. Welcome to your August Crosswatcher video. We're going to check in here and see what's going on for those of you who are curious about a Cancer in your life, a Cancerian. Keep in mind these are still general readings, guys, so some of it may apply, some of it may not apply. If you're a Cancer and you're watching just to see if I got it right, keep in mind this energy is specific for cross-watchers and those who are cross-watching. So your person may not be cross-watching, they may not believe in tarot, they may not be a subscriber or a viewer on my channel. So sometimes that happens as well. It's not going to be 100% because they are still general readings. I hope the music isn't bothering you guys. I did a few test recordings. It's definitely getting picked up. And I hope that the YouTube auto bots do not strike it or pull it down, because they like to do that when there's music on videos. But we will see. So if it's here today and gone tomorrow, I did not take the video down. I'm letting you know that right now, my dears. Let's see what is coming up for you in the month of August for those of you dealing with a Cancer. One more good shuffle here. I'm getting 5, my darlings. Some of you are dealing with something karmic here. I'm getting 5. But let's see. It could also be changes. It doesn't necessarily have to be karmic. There could be a lot of changes that are going on with this person, or travel in some way. If there's something long distance, that could sometimes be 5 energy as well. But let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. You've got King of Cups. All right, so that makes sense to me because you're dealing with a Cancer, right? You're watching about a Cancer. And King of Cups would be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, okay? It's definitely that water energy. King of Cups is somebody who can be very loving, very generous, like a really good leader. You know, I call King of Cups like my father and husband type of card, like that kind of energy. But the thing about King of Cups is King of Cups can sometimes be someone who can be a little bit withholding. You might feel sometimes with King of Cups that you have to jump through hoops, or you have to prove yourself to them. You know, King of Cups is like, you know, like the kind of parent who'd be like, oh yeah, sure, you know, you can have the keys to the car Friday night, but you need to mow the lawn, and you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, there are things that you might have to do to earn, like to earn what you're receiving. So some of you may be in that kind of stage or that kind of situation with this person, okay? This could be somebody who's very loving. This could be somebody who's very generous, but also, you know, they don't want to be in a situation where, you know, they're being taken advantage of, you know? They don't want to be in a situation where, you know, they're giving for somebody who's not going to be reciprocating, or who's not going to be appreciating it. So that could be a dynamic in the situation. Some of you may be in that energy. You may be feeling that in that way. Overall, though, the fact that we have King of Cups coming up for somebody who is a water sign, or we're looking into somebody who's a water sign, they can really be in their emotions right now. You know, we just came out of Cancer season. And people get really emotional around their birthday. People get really, you know, have a hard time around their birthday, or they think about, you know, where their life is going and where they're headed and what they want to do, or, you know, some people don't like the fact that they're aging. So there could be some emotional things. It could also just be like realizing what's important in life. They could definitely be more in like a more sentimental energy too, thinking about things like family, close friends, and really what they value, especially with the Capricorn full moon we had not too long ago. that full moon put a lot of people into energy of like, you know, building their future, their foundations, what they're wanting to bring into their life, how they're wanting to move forward, you know, how they're wanting to operate, you know, from here on out. So your Cancer, in Cancers in general, they're very much about family. They're very much about connection and things of that nature. So this is someone who might also be in very serious thought about those things and how to protect that which they've worked for. Because King of Cups can have a bit of a protective quality as well. Next we have the King of Wands. Okay. So some of you could be conflicted or torn between a water sign and a fire sign. Fire sign would be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. We're coming into Leo season. I think that's very funny. We went from Cancer to Leo. So it could be that there's things happening this particular season where they're going to be more about action or getting more into their passion. It could be the revival of passion in a relationship for some of you. Maybe the fire has like gone out or something, and King of Wands could be that that's coming up again. King of Wands could also be a suspicion or a paranoia, though, in the way that, like, you know, your Cancer might feel or suspect that you have someone else or you have something else going on, because sometimes, you know, King of Wands can come up in a reading and he can be kind of like, he can be the other man, like the Sancho kind of energy. So if you are talking to somebody, or you're, you know, you have like a ex or somebody who's in the picture, that makes me feel like your Cancer could be very much aware of it, okay? Or you might be dealing with a situation where you know, this is someone who is wanting more excitement in their life, or they're wanting to get more into the passion, into the fire of the energy, okay? Especially when you're coming out of these really deep or heavy emotions, you know, they could be feeling a little bit ambitious about making things happen, and they might be wanting to have things happen with you. But it could also be like, you know, this Cancer just wants you to see them as like this alpha energy. You know, King of Wands is very much alpha energy. King of Wands would be a very passionate, creative, you know, impulsive, you know, kind of energy. And so they might be wanting to have more spontaneous energy in their life, or things to be a little bit more spontaneous. Next we have, wow, you're getting all the kings. What is going on? Crosswatcher, are you like trying to pick between a bunch of different people? Now you've got King of Swords. This is crazy. This is insane. If King of Pentacles is next, I'm leaving. I'm shutting this down. I'm out of here. This is crazy. I've never had this happen before. You have three kings. You had King of Cups, King of Wands, and now you have King of Swords. So there might be various people here in this situation. It could be that your Cancer is trying really hard right now to balance their mental, emotional, and physical needs. Okay? They could be dealing with some kind of a conflict, and that could be why you have these three kings showing up. I want to pull a clarifier. Why do we have three kings showing up for Crosswatcher? Why do we have three kings showing up for Crosswatcher? Why do we have three kings showing up for Crosswatcher? Why do we have three kings showing up for Crosswatcher? One, two, three. You've got Six of Pentacles, you've got the Magician, and you've got the Strength card. Okay, so this makes me feel like what I was just saying. Your Cancer is trying to balance out their emotional, mental, and physical needs. They have a lot of desires or a lot of things that they're working on. They want long-term stability. That Six of Pentacles is like an ideal financial situation. It's a situation where you don't owe anything to anybody. Any debts are paid off. outstanding debts and things are taken care of. You're able to put money away for the future. You're able to have money that you can go and have fun with or play with. You know, you can travel, you can go out to eat, you can spend money on entertainment, things like that, and not be too worried about it. And also still have money left to where you can be generous when you feel the need to do so, when you feel moved to give or to help others. So it's really an ideal financial situation. Magician is new beginnings. Magician is like creating this new life, you know, going on this new endeavor, manifesting, making things happen. And the Strength card has to do with going out into the unknown, mastering that wilderness, you know, taming that beast, loyalty, determination. It's a very powerful card, very powerful energies. And it is a major arcana card here too. So it could be that your Cancer is getting a lot of strength from you, or feeling very understood by you, or wanting to be able to get strength from you or understanding from you, or wanting to have that type of loyal partnership or long-term partnership. But they're also wanting you to see them. It's funny because that lion there is making me think of the King of Wands. They're wanting you to see them as this brave person, this capable person, someone who's able to handle their business. They want to be taken seriously. And also another thing that I feel with the Three Kings, with King of Swords, King of Cups, and King of Wands, is I feel your Cancer wants you to know they are like a multi-dimensional person. They might feel like there's a lot of aspects about them or things about them that you're not seeing, and they might not be sure how to help you see that. Okay, King of Swords is very intelligent. King of Swords is very good at decision making, very good at negotiating, very good at compromising, very good at, you know, coming up with plans and making things happen. So I just kind of feel like this Cancer really wants like you to follow the leader, so to speak. But you also need to listen to your judgment, depending on the Cancer you're dealing with. Some of you might be dealing with a very capable Cancer, or some of you might have to learn to let go of control issues and be in the energy of allowing someone else to do something or to handle something, right? But if you're dealing with a Cancer who like notoriously has a track record of making horrible decisions, you know, then you don't want to jeopardize yourself or feel like, okay, I'm going to let this person take the lead if they have a track record of, you know, doing destructive things, okay? But, you know, for a lot of you, this could be, Crosswatcher, this Strength card could be that this is a soul lesson in which you are being challenged to hand over the need to control everything, to be strong enough to allow someone else to come in and help and assist you, right? Like to tame that fear within you and to allow yourself to trust. Your next card here is Two of Wands. This is choices and decisions. This is definitely choices and decisions. So there's some third party stuff happening here, or people coming in who are wanting to be a third party. And it could be on both of your end. You know, Crosswatcher and Cancer may both kind of be, you know, thinking about who all else may be coming in or what all else may be possible to have happen here. And so it could be a make it or break it moment in this relationship, but it's going to be important for you to be honest, and it's going to be important for you to, you know, take the initiative and have conversations and express how you're feeling and to ask questions. And that third party stuff, or make it or break it, again, these are general readings, so the cards are going to apply in a different way. It's not going to be like that for every single one of you. Overall, though, the Two of Wands is asking you to look at a situation objectively and clearly. Do not make your decisions based on emotion right now. Okay, look at the facts of the situation. Let the facts speak for themselves, and think carefully before you decide how to move forward. I think, Crosswatcher, there's a lot of big changes that need to happen here. And, you know, you and your Cancer may not be seeing eye to eye, you know. And it seems to me, from the cards anyway, that Cancer is working hard to balance their emotional and mental and physical needs. Like it seems to me they're trying to be objective. So in some cases, for some of you, Crosswatcher, it might be helpful for you to try to be objective. You know, like you all may be coupled with this person and you all may have big decisions to make as a couple, and you might really be pulling for something that you want to happen because your heart wants it really bad. But Cancer might be like, well, this isn't going to be a good idea because here's how it's going to affect us in the long run, or here's what's going to happen financially if we do this. And so you need to take that into consideration. Are you insisting on something? Are you putting your foot down on something because it's what your heart wants? And sometimes, you know, we need to look at the logic of a situation, or, you know, we need to reason. So this feels to me like this could be a situation for some of you where there's like this pull. Like one of you feel the other is being too emotional, one of you feel the other is being too heartless or not being any fun, but something needs to be looked at objectively here. Your next card here is 8 of Wands. So things are going to begin moving very quickly once the decisions are made, okay? And things are going to be happening very fast. 8 of Wands is also communication. Okay, so I do feel you're being encouraged to communicate with your Cancer and express your concerns, express what you're feeling, and also allow them to do the same. Hear them out. You know, this sounds like communication can be very beneficial in this situation, or it almost makes me feel like there might be some kind of misunderstanding happening that it would be good to address. But remember to listen as much as you speak, and really listen. You know, don't listen like waiting for them to finish talking so you can say what you want to say and think about what you're going to say while they're talking. Really think about what they're saying, how they must feel, you know, like what their thinking is, so that you can understand better. You can find common ground. Okay? Pull one more card. I don't know, I just feel like we need one more card. What overall, in a nutshell, must Crosswatcher keep in mind regarding Cancer for the month of August 2019? And we have, okay, Page of Cups. Page of Cups. All right, that pretty much says it for me right there. So again, Crosswatcher videos, the energies can sometimes get reversed, okay? One of you is Page of Cups. Either your Cancer is Page of Cups, and I know Cancer typically would be a water sign, and some of you are already in the comments like, oh, Page of Cups is Cancer because I'm an earth sign, or I'm this, or I'm that. I'm not going to get too hung up on the astrology of it. You could be an earth sign and still be in Page of Cups when I'm reading for you and pulling cards, and I'll tell you why. For me, Page of Cups is a card that comes up in readings when someone is kind of going through a process where the heart chakra is newly becoming unblocked or newly opening up, and they may have a hard time with their emotions and their feelings, and they want to be in a relationship, but it gets really intense and they feel the need to pull away or push it away because the feelings are too intense. So, you know, be in communication, but be aware that, you know, somebody here is having a hard time with their emotions and conflicting and shutting down and opening up and shutting down and opening up. So this is someone that maybe like an emotionally intimate relationship is fairly new to them, and they're working on it and they're making an effort. But, you know, it's going to take some time. You know, it takes some time for the Page of Cups to become the King of Cups. And that's what's happening with some of you with your Cancer. You know, that page will grow into be the king. They want to be that king, and they're taking leadership in their life to make it happen. But this may be a situation that's going to take some time. That's what I feel like is being said here with these cards. So I hope this was helpful to you, my darlings. Make sure to check out your love reading for August 2 for your zodiac sign. The love readings are linked in the description. And don't forget to watch your weekly forecasts as well. Every single week I do a general forecast for finances, spirituality, career, all that good stuff. You know, take advantage of those as well. I thank you so very much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. If you would like a private reading, go ahead and click on that Calendly link and schedule. And I hope you have a fabulous August.